Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. Welcome back to another game of Warno, one of the new divisions here. So we're going up against, we're on this side, we're on pack side. We are red. The 5v5, so we're going up against the 16th Panzer Division. This is the Dutch Panzer Division. The 4th Division, which is the Netherlands, New Netherlands one. 9th Division, which is the new US division, another 16th, and then a 101st Airborne. 101st Airborne is going to be on the right side. That's nothing but pain. Rose is going to the 79th, so she's going to be anchoring the middle. Harmless is going with the 4th division. This is the one of the new Polish divisions. I think this one's the infantry division, I believe. I was going with the Corpus Dysanovi, so this is the Polish Naval. The 20th, Caddy's playing the 20th Polish Tanks, and we're playing the new Soviet 25th Tanks Guard Division. So, with that in mind, we're going to be playing through Boris. Through this, what we start out coming with is bring Estrella up, conquers. We have an Igla, pretty much anchoring the central building as always on this map. Igla, some more conquers. Idea is we're going to anchor this tall building here. I can see anchor this tall building and then pretty much make it to where we can shoot here. And if they try to come through here, we can shoot through there as well. And then we have this beautiful T-64, which is a recon T-64, if I can get the right one. A recon T-64. This thing, lots of T-64-ness. It does a lot of work in this because it is a recon. It has good optics. I'm not sure what... There's a T-72, but that has mediocre optics. So it's going to do a lot of work. We're going to plug that guy at first through here, fire through this, and putting it here, being able to fire at anything in those woods is insane. UAVs are in the game. We do get to play around with some UAVs, so there's that. But also our enemies use a lot of UAVs in this area, which I thought was quite hilarious. We get no push here. And frankly, I was confused by this. Now, they're pretty much stacking here on the airfield instead of stacking here on the airfield, which was weird because typically what you would do is you stack one player here, the second player over on the US side stacks here, and then whoever wins this fight here or here pretty much wins the middle. Hilariously enough, a fight doesn't happen here. Don't ask me because I have no idea why, but that's just how this kind of match goes. Harmless is going to inflict so much pain over on that side though. EMP2 coming up, taking shots at the ESR GVE soft unit. Does have the light support weapons, stuff like that, so it has an extra 4th weapon. Scouting with the scimitar, so Rosa only really has this, and we didn't do a lot of command modules or commands at first. Rosa's gonna get her BRDM through here to kind of capture. Pretty much it was just Bao that came in with a command unit eventually, so we're gonna give them front them some points, but the idea is the stronger our hold is at the initial points, I think is probably better than getting the commands, and we'll front of them 600 points or so, just as long as it doesn't get out of hand. And I think it's a good idea from this. Now, no competition here, like I said, nothing. It's all There's 3 people here. I was waiting for the push so I can counter push, but the initial push never comes. So kind of weird on that. We're gonna bring in some iglas. We're gonna bring in like 3 of them. We're gonna bring in some BMP2s. BMP2s are insanely strong. Auto cannons. This isn't the one that's insanely strong though. I don't have them in this deck, which kind of sucks. That T64 is going to come up here. I kind of realized in this deck I probably need a command that's a little bit faster, but it's okay in a sense. So Caddy coming out, she's going to go artillery bully early, which is a smart move there. We start clearing out this SF. We don't want to get too close because of the anti-tank. We're trying to hit this damn drone that's overhead, but it keeps on circling. It's just annoying, but kill that soft unit. This T-64 no longer sees it. Still no push through here. And then we're all locked up. Equal points. They have 731. We're going to bring in the Shamel. I'm going to experiment a little bit with the UAVs. I didn't know how close they had to be. So first I'm circling here. Rosa tells me it has to be like over here to be able to see stuff until it finally starts being shot at by some anti-air. Which is funny because it's just wasting shots more than anything. BMP2 coming on here. This was actually my first game in 2 months. So instead of hitting B, I was hitting X. Yeah, that's definitely not the one for gas. I've been playing too much Broken Arrow. And not enough Warno. That I forgot the button keys for it. I also kept on hitting V instead of G or F, and it wasn't pulling back my units like I should. It was all over the place, but hilariously enough, doesn't matter. We're gonna place this T-64. We see them coming up with the M98s. We're gonna pull up a BMP, 2 BMP2s here, motor stealthy. We're gonna move up and occupy this space. T-64 is gonna come up here. The Shamel is gonna keep on doing its work. Fortunately, I was kind of confused because it doesn't have. Like, I think this is broken wise because I think it's considered a multi. And again, nothing through here, which I thought was quite funny. I should have just dominated this space. I completely ended the game. But again, it's my first game in 2 or 3 months, so there's that. A lot of use from smokes, but that really doesn't do anything. It's quite funny. Start getting some supply up. And then from here, it's just kind of a static bit. I see some units moving around over here, but they don't really try to occupy this high rise. I kind of wanted them to take it so then I can flush them out from behind, but they never really take that. I'm gonna put this unit here. This is a Recon T-64. It can do a lot of work. It's any light armor or armor that takes any beating here. You get the Conquerors refilled. T-64 here is giving a boost to the Conquerors, which is good. And in this case, I might want to look to a situation where, like, we take this, and if we have a high rise, having a command unit behind it, that might be something that I want to do. They start artillerying. Now, I saw this artillery. I'm not sure what it is. It's 105s. Interesting. It's towed 105s on top of it. That's especially interesting. Leopard 1 coming up, and here it is. We get the Schmel up. It takes a shot at it. Cohesion is high, but if it takes one hit, one shot for that, I think it's dead. Didn't exactly know how it worked when it evacuated. I think it just instantly leaves. Kind of weird, but okay. There's drones in the game now. It is what it is. The motor struck, you're fine there. Is that on? We're gonna bring up 2 grads. The large grads. And we're gonna start shelling the living hell out of the airfield. I just want to know how good we actually do. So first aim we're taking is here and here. I didn't want to fire too close to my thing, so we're going to move them up. But I knew that they would have a lot of units over here. We saw that Mistral. I'm like, let's just bully. Alright, here goes the grads. All 40 are going to be shot in this area. Looks like they nerfed it. Wow, it's centered here and here, and the unit didn't even get hit. Wow. Alright, maybe I need to pair this with... Maybe you need to repair this with some actual artillery. Some gun artillery. I'll show you this division once we're actually done with the game, but unfortunately it looks like I didn't do much with those grads, and we shot them 4 or 5 times, which is slightly unfortunate. We're getting up T-64s. We're going to slowly get up and ready. We're going to use this. We're going to cut through here. And before like Rosa or Caddy wants to charge her T-72s or the T-80s in, we're going to charge in some cheap T-64s. These are just regular T-64s. But what we're bringing in is some T-64s, OBR 83s. So they're older T-64s, don't have the missiles. It does have the autoloader and high explosive. So only thing it doesn't have is the Cobra anti-tank missile. Just fired out of the actual cannon of it. We'll have a couple T-64s kind of on standby, but otherwise, like Kelly's saying, hey, or actually it's Rosa saying, hey, we just fight through here. I'm telling her, okay, I'm gonna test this so you guys don't waste valuable resources on this. Unfortunately, we just don't have... Do we even take out the... At least we take out one T-60 there. Actually, that was Rosa that did. I feel bad. Okay, will this actually work on here though? Like kill anything that's in this area. Vaz is down. Humvee's down. We got a supply. The Panzer 90 is not going to be touched, even though it's back just against the field. Okay, yeah, not the easiest or smartest way to do things. We're going to get more recon because we're going to slowly build up and get ourselves ready to attack through here. Yeah, maybe the 152s. Yeah, the 152s are probably the best thing. Alright, here goes the T-64s. I'm going to bring Estrella out with it so these 109s don't get too close. And we can kind of see what is out here. It's just a probing. Rosa brings up a T-80. Not sure why she wanted to lead here, but it is what it is. I'm going to bring up my drone in this area. Her T-80 takes a hit in the front armor. Cohesion is fine. ERA does ensure that there's no damage. T-64s don't have ERA. And that second hit, the T-80 does it. Now, Leopards are here. And then there's another Leopard back there. We kill one Leopard. We start smoking out. Now the shots in the engineer's dragon. Now I should have backed it up, I think, this way. But here's the issue. Yeah, I forgot to hit this one. I was hitting the wrong button. Cluster comes in. Does kill one of them, but not the other, which is fine. Shots coming in. Smoke's about to dissipate, though. And we just do not get it back in time. But it is kind of what it is. But that tow is here. I see that. I'm going to say, hey, this T-64, I want you to hit this tow as the front part of this T-64 is hit with the long range tow. I'm like, okay, I need you to take out this Humvee tow. First shot, misses. Wide right. We get stunned. 2 missiles coming in, and it's killed, which is unfortunate. We don't actually kill the Humvee tow. I thought we did. I guess I was imagining it in my mind. We're also doing a slight push here, so we've kind of tested him here. We test him a little bit here. Our artillery is doing some work in combination. Like we've hit this area. Artillery's been constantly hitting this. We've been scouting this area over here, so Hayes gonna get some T-72s up. I'm gonna hit this because I thought there was still something over here. Now it's funny because we call it the Cuck V here. The Chulele missile is absolutely ridiculous. Funny enough, we're going to hit this one. This thing is okay. The missile is not particularly insane for the suppression or the HE. It's not like a tandem round. However, penetration is 24. The 70 accuracy is going to kill a lot. And luckily enough, we're going to kill it. We do kill one. Oh, we don't kill this Avenger. Okay, we do kill the Avenger at least. We do that, and we're just softening up this airfield. No push here. We're still waiting. We have these two coming up here. But here's the overall push. Now we're going to come up. Bring out some T-64s to kind of back up this area more to ensure that if they do a push, because I was seeing a tank, like, when you see 2 players having tanks, some Leopard 1s and all that, a couple command vehicles, you're thinking they're going to come across. So to counter that, we're healing up these T-64s. We have these T-64s to counterattack if need be, and then we'll reinforce Rose's T-80s. We'll move this T-64 in this area. This T-64 can see on both sides. And then after this, we'll follow it up with more infantry, which will push in this area and dominate the space. Some more BMP-1s and some BMP-2s. BMP-2s are absolutely insane in this. So, we're holding. We've fought them to a position where they just are stuck. Now, we're doing a pretty good job of taking at least this portion of the map. I was having some issues coming out of the forest, which this is a particularly hard one to do. And this is Airborne Pain Tactical. He's getting absolutely destroyed. Just whittled down because he just does not have the troops to deal with. It's harmless. The 4th, I think this is the 4th infantry, 4th Polish infantry. So that's crazy. So I see this Leopard 1 over here and I'm like, okay, they're gonna come over here. Rosetka's got to come back. Conquerors has to come back. We need more with this. But also, here comes some BMP2s. These bad boys are 30 mil. They're Conquerors. This isn't the best BMP2 because the best BMP2 in this deck comes with the command vehicle, which we don't have in this. They start smoking out more to kind of try to make this move across. And Rose and I kind of figured that was right. So we're going to bring these two. We're going to stay here. But here comes her T-80s. Motor Strelky's going to take this. The other Motor Strelky's here. I should have probably, when I saw this, moved this Motor Strelky in this building. Just wasn't there. They start trying to artillery where my Conquerors and Rosetka was. Not going to do anything. T-64 is taking a look. Now this is the B, but the Cobra doesn't have anything with the ERA. Here's the BV, which has the Agona in the 125. So kind of a mixture. They still have the missiles as well with them. So pretty good ones. We're going to put a line here and we're just going to see if they try to push through this back line. They're going to get absolutely smashed. So this Leopard 1 is actually going to get smashed and hit by this Conquerors. It's firing all the way from this tower. This tower can be an absolute menace. It's T-64 taking shots at the infantry. And this just becomes an absolute catastrophe for them. It's a push across. Then we already put the grads, or at least Rosa does with the grads there, to ensure those leopards don't get across. I don't really use this load yet. I'm just setting up a defense unless they, like, if they try to cut through here. More smoking off because of the fact that we have so many units back here. And here we go. Here's the push. We're slowly going up. The SF group is out here. It's a pretty good unit. They had to have seen this coming, because it's just silly if you don't. BMP-1s will take some 73mm shots at it, and you start seeing this T-64 taking shots at it. We start getting a little bit of cluster munitions on us. We lose that command, but it's like, I don't get why you go for that instead of the actual overall more tank kills, but that is what it is. They're still trying to push in this way. So they're pushing through here and through here. We have a counter push of BMP-2s. We're going to shove down the face and flank them. This T-64 does absolute work in close range. Conqueror's taking a shot there at the Leopard 1 and almost kills it. We're going to move this, even though it's taken. Probably not the smartest one to move the T-64 through cluster munitions. It's really not the smartest thing. But we're going to get these two over here. And again, we're going to group them. And that also isn't the smartest thing because, you know, aircraft are a thing. So Another leopard 1 down on that. We're going to take the high rise here. This Conquerors is going to start taking shots at all of the armor it sees over here. Shot comes in. It's going to take a shot at this leopard. Side shot does not kill it. Cluster from the Mirage comes in. Kills 2. T-64 does take out that. We start moving more out of this area. Mi-24 is just a backup if we have any issues. And we still have these BMP-2s that we have not put together yet. So he gets the command leopard in. Cub coming in, taking a shot at the FA-16. Doesn't kill it. Still with the Maverick. Pretty good striking aircraft. Alright. Let's see how the BMP-2s are so ridiculous. Rose is going to come in with these T-80s. We're just going to hold the line with these T-64s. Shots from Mi-28 looking for the Leopard 1A. Doesn't hit. Remember, they have infantry here. There's a Jagdpanzer 90 over here. A Leopard and then a 30 mil shooting at us right there. Like it's like right over here. The Jagdpanzer. We have this Milan too. Now watch this. T-64 BVs are taking shots here at the Jagdpanzer. I'm gonna take one shot and I'm gonna smoke out. So good micro there. We kill the Jagdpanzer. This T-64 is gonna back up so we can repair it. They start striking back where I am here. Unfortunately, they don't really follow up with a lot of shots. They kind of just miss. They probably could have killed us, but at the end of the day, I'm not really worried about it because we're engrossed in this fight. SU-25s coming in. They have free reign of the skies for the most part. And we are just absolutely going to unload our KH-25s wherever we see fit. And we do not do a lot there. Just a bunch of stuns, unfortunately. I don't think we get any kills. We'll have to check the actual finish. We're at a +6 right now. Harmless bully this guy on the right. We're about to get a command in the other side of the airfield. And then we are about to bully through this area. Now, these BMP-2s. Inside the HUD, just watch the BMP-2s here. Shot comes in from the tank. Tank is no more. 30 mil, taking shots. $30 mils, no more. Leopard 1 getting bullied by just the 30 mil. Gets stunned. That HGM misses. It's gonna get one shot. It misses this BMP-2. And here comes the Inferno of missiles. Killed. That was 4 BMP-2s. 2 survive. And that is 2 Leopards, 30 mil, an ATGM infantry, and another infantry in there. So we're at a +10. It's still bullying time. They have this over here. We're going to just put these Mi-24s. They can't be touched where they are from here. So we can just put them in that area. We're going to move up our Cub into this space. We're going to fire anything that comes from their air spawn, which is back here, or one of their air spawns. Matter of fact, their only air spawn comes from here. So all their air is going to come through here and go this way, or this way. So putting a Cub directly into here means that anything that comes in this space is going to get absolutely destroyed. Like, this is going to pounce on anything that comes in this space. We have our Igloo moving up. We have our Strela. Mech Fusilier is going to get absolutely popped and destroyed by these T-64s and this T-80 and all these BMP-2s. They try to counterattack, but it's like at this point they don't have the sufficient forces. What I was really waiting for was one of two things: an attack through here, and which we either flank this way or we flank around and we fight through here. An attack through here with a defense here. One of two things were going to happen, and my response would be, if the attack is through here, solidify and counterattack through here. See if you can kind of put some pressure on this. But since the guy's attack from here went through across the airfield, I know I need to push through here. He has nothing to respond because all of it's thrown through here and it's dead. This guy is playing through this space, surrendered. So really, like, I'm the anchor to help here and hold through here. But this game just went with me overpowered. The two guys through here. The third guy couldn't do anything. We're just kind of there. We're consolidating, waiting for the time to go down. I think they ultimately do leave at the end of the day before the 49. We're at 10 now. Pushing on the left side full with bow is going to go out. Topaz SPGs. Interesting. 2 SPG launchers. Interesting. Could be decent, depending. Yeah, let's see how far Harlow's got. Literally in their spawn. Yeah, it's just gonna kick down to 10. Bow's gonna try to get his command in. He does. We won't capture it. And that is the end of your game. So, fun time with the 25th. This was an easier game. The grads, it seems like they definitely nerfed them from the last patch. At least the last time I played 2 or 3 months ago. You could go through and absolutely eliminate like entire like pushes with just 2 grads. Seems like they toned it down for this one. Good KD with that. Let's look at this deck. This is the 20th. This is something that I'm going to do more often because of Broken Arrow, showing the decks we're playing with. So the 25th, nothing crazy in the logistics tab. You have a helicopter, you got a couple of trucks. This is like my frontline trucks. This is like my rear trucks if we do need something, along with a fob. Infantry, what we went with. Now, I did change it out for the BMP-2 AG. I had, I think, the Sappery or one of the other ones. I didn't have a command here with this. The 2AG is absolutely just ridiculous. It's a chunker of an APC, and this thing can absolutely wreck lives. But some Pomachiki with the BMP-1s has a 73 mils on it. Pretty much the difference with this is you want a Conkers on it. Conkers is better, but you don't really change out the 73. I would rather like the 30 mil like we have here. And then MTLB on the Sapper in case we need to go into some infantry. The grads aren't the greatest here, and I'm thinking that these 2 are probably the best fit. But going with 1 grad and a holding is actually pretty good. I guess these are pretty much the same. Actually, they are. It's a little bit further target. There's not really a difference between these two. A little bit of a distance. Supply cost is less for that one. That's because the ammo's less. To be honest, I'd rather have two of these. Tanks. I think I have too many tanks. So what I did with the T-64s from that, and we're down at low vet. I'm gonna tick them up by one and then see what that works. I do want the 150s because you can kind of come at the start of the game with them. And it's a bit cheaper, which does help you in a starting tank push if you want it. Recon Shimel out here, we were having some fun with that. Rositka, which we put them on the BMP2s. We didn't really see a whole lot of that. This Rositka is on the MAV in case we want to bring them across a river. It's probably more of a map centric thing. I probably need to make more map centric decks. Here's a T-64 here, the bad boy that does the recon. This is a very good tank and I love it. For the AAA, I probably want to go with 2 Cubs with that, but really I'd rather just have 4 if that's anything. Igla's there, you have the Strelas. Not really big on the Barusa. If it was the older later, which is not going to be the game pansier type deal, this comes like 10 years later, I would, but not that. Come in with an AT, which does have the 80mm rockets. I feel like the 80mm are better, and then you get AT. AAA here, or AA. Hilo, we didn't really call that in, and then an AT, a second AT one. With that, not really. Like, this will be good, but I just feel like the 80mm rockets are just too good to really pass up. In air, SU-27s, we didn't really fire out our SU-27s. There is something to be said, so maybe, like, I like this AT, but I just don't feel like the rockets can do a lot of stuff. I'd rather just get the extra R-73s on the SU-27s if we were on a different map. I kind of did it, go straight SU-27s, but Warno used to be more like air tax, but the thing is, I don't see a lot of air tax in this because there's points you don't get back. You see it a lot in Broken Arrow because you pay the air tax, and then if you survive that encounter, you get the tax back. In this game, if you buy an SU-27, you kind of permanently are with it. So people are more apprehensive sometimes to kind of go more of an all air push. So that kind of gives you a little bit of leeway, just a tiny bit. So there's my 25th deck with that. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.